Trust in the heart of the cards, you say? Well, how about we trust in the heart of Magnus in Baten Kaitos. Baten Kaitos is a card-based RPG developed by Tri-Crescendo and Monolith Soft and published by Namco in Japan in 2003, the States in 2004, and finally Europe, Australia, and New Zealand in 2005 for the GameCube. This is an odd game suggested to me by Phoenix Flare, and I actually never beat it despite my love of RPGs, but we'll get to that part later in this spotlight. For now, let's dive into this whimsical world of fantasy and see what new horizons we will explore.
A long, long time ago it was, before people began to dwell in the sky. A terrible war was waged between us humans and the wicked god. After the horrendous battle, our ancestors entombed the wicked god and left the polluted and barren earth to find a future in the sky.
In this world, there are things that people mustn't touch. Who cares?
The god of demise and destruction, the cursed power of Malpertio.
The Eth Magnus? Never heard of that before.
Damn! The bastards!
It's unthinkable to act against the Empire?
Us heroes, we have so much to do.
I've been waiting.
Kill him. If left alone, he will prove a threat to my empire.
Let us trust the
Just
young,
one more.
who hold the spirit within them.
The struggle alone will fill a great emptiness within you and ease your pain.
How long have you known?
Come on, Kibari! Move it!
Go away!
Our only hope is the long-lost ocean.
Awaken! Ancient god of destruction!
Be what you always dreamed to be!
Someday you will know who you really are.
In Baten Kaitos, you follow Callus as he awakes in the village after being saved by the villagers and eventually ventures to the nearby ruins where he meets with Zella and they release an End Magnus. The Empire immediately seizes the Magnus and Zella and head towards the city. Now Callus must venture forward to save his new friend, reclaim the End Magnus from the Empire, and kill Giacomo to avenge his family's death. Baten Kaitos will run you about 55 hours, which is an excellent amount of time to enjoy this game, and it's amazing that it takes around 143 hours to complete it 100%. Truly, Baten Kaitos gives you your bang for your buck with an immense amount of content and an interesting story to follow. The graphics for Baten Kaitos are surprisingly crisp and clean for such an old GameCube RPG. I do enjoy the art style they use for the game, as well as the designs for the characters, monsters, and bosses. I especially enjoy the character designs in this game and how eccentric they appear. Top it off with wings and you've got a recipe for a nice and quirky looking RPG. The game also truly shines in its graphics with their use of pre-rendered backgrounds, which to this day still makes old school RPGs look incredible and really shows off a lot of love and care in its craft. Baten Kaitos looks so visually appealing, and though it's an old GameCube game, I truly feel the visuals stood the test of time and can be enjoyed to this day. The music for Baten Kaitos is really rich with its strange but enjoyable theme of winged beings and magical cards. There is music here that is perfect for relaxation, Music that gets you ready to fight.
Time to party. Say cheese.
And music that gives you a sense of dread and terror as the story progresses to a darker tone.
You!
The music of this JRPG is typical of its genre and really plays it well, but the voice acting is where this game falls flat on its face. It's just so flat and monotone at times that I really wish I could have been in the recording booth to watch what the hell these guys were doing during the recording sessions.
Are you a traveler too? I came to see the ancient ruins in the woods near here. How about you?
Me? Well, I
have to go.
It just feels like they're reading the words on paper with no love or care or passion for what their voices will contribute towards. It's something that irks me greatly during the gameplay, but I can forgive it for everything else that the game has done right so far. The gameplay for Baten Kaitos is one of the most unique and innovative methods I've ever experienced in RPGs of its time. To this day, I've never played another RPG quite like it that I can think of. When it comes to combat, you use cards known as magnets to attack, defend, and do other actions like status effects, to even taking photography, which produces magnets you can sell to make money in the game. The magnets cards come in forms of weapons, equipment, food, etc. with a numerical value and sometimes even an elemental value. Now I know what you're thinking right now. Domenica, what do the numbers on the cards represent? Well, it's a very interesting system that feels similar to playing poker. The numbers are a way to create combos, where if you use cards in a certain order, like matching two of the same number for a pair, or doing a bunch of cards in numerical order for a straight set, you get bonuses to damage, with straights giving you a bigger bonus as they're harder to pull off. While I do sing this game's praises, I know as a child I had such a negative experience with this card battle system, and because of that I never finished the game and got stuck on a fight because I either ran out of cards to use, or the ones I had weren't good enough for me to defeat the boss. Honestly, don't know if this was because of me being a kid and not fully understanding the system, or simply the system not being as optimal as it could have been. But be wary when you collect magnets and do your best to build a worthy deck that will help you achieve victory. The game also tackles leveling up in a unique way as well. Instead of leveling up naturally, you collect experience through battle and must go to a church and certain save points to pray for your level up. It's so different and unique, but at the same time confusing, as I never quite understood it myself. I don't know why they did it in this way, but it's a really neat way to make leveling up part of the lore of the game instead of just a mechanic that makes you lose immersion. Baten Kaitos delivers on a fun RPG with a strange story, unique gameplay, and beautiful visuals and music to deliver an all-in-one package of fun and innovation. Baten Kaitos is so strange, but oddly enjoyable at the same time. The characters are unique, the magnets are such an interesting take on involving gameplay into the lore, and the music truly helps in taking you on this journey. I would love to see Baten Kaitos make a return in the current age to see if they tackled the magnets differently, or perhaps even create an entirely new battle system for it. Thank you guys for another fantastic episode of UnderRadar, and I'll see you on the next one.